The Chiefs are going to beat the Broncos tonight. That's for recreational purposes only. I am in no way suggesting you do anything with that advice. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future gain. But the Broncos are going to lose tonight in Arrowhead.
By like 11 or so?
Not going there.
Don't get this man in trouble.
Because the Broncos have lost the last 15 times they have faced the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, well.
15. There have been only 3 head-to-head winning streaks, or if you want to take it in Denver's, take it from the Denver side, losing streaks against a single opponent, head-to-head, in the history of this National Football League. It's a history that dates back 104 years. Can you name those streaks? I didn't think so. The Dolphins beat the Bills for the entire decade of the 70s. 70 to 79. Beat them 20 in a row. If the year had a 7 in front of it, the Dolphins beat the Broncos. I'm sorry, the Bills, period. The Niners beat the Rams 17 straight pretty much the entire decade of the 90s. And then Washington beat Detroit 16 in a row. Now, they don't play every year. That one went from the 60s to the 90s. Over 30 years. Okay, they beat them 16 in a row. It's going to happen again tonight, and I'm sorry, because Taylor Swift is going to be there. Now, if you had any doubt, is Travis Kelce going to play tonight? He's officially questionable. He was on the field all week, but it's not... You know, when you hear, well, so-and-so practiced on Tuesday ahead of the Thursday game, it's all an estimate. And when you hear they didn't practice, no one really cares. It's hard to get ready off an injury Sunday to Thursday. Short week, very short week. But there really are no practices when you play on Thursday. There are glorified walkthroughs. Travis Kelce, limited, questionable. I think he's going to play. Because we are now heading to TMZ for fantasy advice. We woke up this morning and TMZ reported that Taylor Swift is going to be in the building. I just want to warn you tonight, for those who get triggered by Taylor Swift in a suite, it's going to happen. I'm just telling you.
What do you think the production meeting has been like this week? And the producers of TNF trying to explain to Al Michaels the timed cutaways to Taylor. What do you think his interest level is?
I love Al Michaels. Al Michaels probably has a prop on the cutaways. I mean, bless his heart. I love Al. Al's going to call a great game. Absolutely. And Rob Hyland is going to cut as many times as possible. Not Rob Hyland. I'm sorry. Rob's doing Sunday night. T-Man. T-Man's got to cut. Do you guys know T-Man?
Mark Titleman, yeah.
T-Man's got to cut as many times as humanly possible to Taylor Swift tonight. As well he should. Now, can I go back to last week?
Sure.
I went on a bit of a rant that I put on the socials, and TJ put on the socials, and people went after me when I basically said, just deal with the cutaways, folks. It's not the end of the world. You're not going to miss anything from the game. I guarantee you tonight, T-Man, the producer of this game, friend of the program, is not going to miss a play. You will not miss a play. And you should tune in just to hear Al Michaels maybe get snarky about it. You are not going to miss a play. But last week, I went a little overboard, and I said, you're the problem. It's you, right? You know, kind of a take on a Taylor lyric there. If I said that you're sick, or if you, rather, are sick of the cutaways. I want to pull that back a little bit. I get it that you're sick of it. I came too hard after the fans, okay? But I still stand by what I said. The majority of people that didn't like all those cutaways a couple of weeks ago on Sunday night were just people that hated Taylor Swift. I think that is an overwhelming majority of the audience. If you don't like the cutaways, it doesn't make you a bad person. I never said that. Never said that. The amount of hatred I have taken and personal insults and attacks that I have taken on social media because I defended the NBC broadcast, which was a fantastic broadcast, and I defended the cutaways. You people need to calm down. Okay?
You're dancing around it again. Be
Don't,
careful, Andrew.
Don't come after me.
Careful.
Like, I have big ears. You don't need to tell me that. I know that. And I will say this. If your reaction to me saying just live with the cutaways is to personally insult me, that's a you problem. That speaks to your insides. You have some deep, dark issues. If your response to, I don't like what that person on the TV said, is to insult their appearance and their family, that's a you problem.
Shut up, Four Eyes.
That's a you problem. That speaks to the fact that you still live in middle school.
Or in the basement.
The overwhelming majority of people that send comments like that have private Instagram accounts. So they would never show their own face. Or if there is like an icon you can click on, it's you with your beautiful family. You love the family and you love everything about
Follower of Jesus.
And you love apple pie and grandma. Anyway.
Back to
Bigfoot. No, back to the game. In all seriousness, I can't find a way that to see that the Broncos win this game tonight.
No, me neither.
They can't put pressure on the quarterback. They're the second worst team in the NFL in getting pressure. Not sacking the quarterback, but, you know, the advanced metrics, which Sam Monson's going to join us coming up shortly with all those numbers. The advanced metrics tell you they're not even pressuring the quarterback. So Patrick Mahomes is going to stand back there if Andy Reid chooses to have him stand back there tonight and throw a lot. And he is going to pick that secondary apart. A secondary that has some talent but cannot survive without any pressure up front. I also think, with news out of our NFL Network newsroom today, that Frank Clark, the pass rusher, the former Chief, who is not going to be active tonight, with news that Frank Clark has redone his contract, taken a sizable pay cut, given money back to the Broncos, that eases his way out the door like Randy Gregory last week in a trade or some kind of move before the deadline, that we're going to see maybe a situation in Denver where guys on a regular basis are being told to leave the island. Last week, Randy Gregory, maybe this week, Frank Clark. And then the deadline is Halloween, that Tuesday, the 31st. I think they lose. I don't think it's close tonight. And I think they start selling off that roster for parts. I do. And I think that tonight on a national stage, Russell hasn't played that poorly. We have to qualify it. Yeah. That poorly.
True.
He's
had his moments.
Yeah, he's not totally
put up some decent numbers. He is not alone in the blame for their 1-4 record. But I think that all kind of gets highlighted tonight on the national stage in between the Taylor Swift cutaways.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.